So here we have two cars that I used to own and one that I own now.
And a wife that you own now.
I don't really own her. On our left is the Audi RSQ3, small SUV, our first ever family car.
And on our right is the Renault Megane RS, his first ever car in Hong Kong.
Yes, both very sexy cars.
So basically, we're filming this vlog because Jason wants to tell everyone why he sold his Renault and got the Audi.
They're both very fun cars. For those of you who like cars, you'll know that hot hatch, SUV, they drive very differently.
This is more a passenger car though.
No, the Megane's very practical. 5 seats.
Yeah, not very practical. So this is Jason's first car in Hong Kong. Of course, he had to make a very impractical choice. 2 doors.
It's not quite as practical as 4 doors. This is a very big door. A big door to make up for 4 small doors. This guy might be just a 2-door hatchback, but it's totally practical, totally comfy. Let me show you what I mean. How spacious is this? How many cars can you do this in?
Not many, but we don't really use cars for sitting like this. Like I should be in the passenger seat next to you or behind you.
So you want to sit in the passenger seat, right?
The passenger seat is quite comfortable and spacious, but for the unfortunate ones who have to crawl into the back, I'm sorry. Bang, bang.
Yeah, it's only 2 doors, but spacious, practical.
Not really practical. I mean, there is an ISOFIX for Damon's car seat, but if I had to carry Damon out from that little gap that you just saw there every single time, I think my back would be broken by now.
Don't break your back.
And this car is a super bumpy ride, to be honest. Every time you're in it.
Not that bumpy, really. It brings back lots of memories. The first ever car I bought in my life. A little saving, a little planning, nothing too luxurious, but it's a nippy little thing, practical, manual, totally loved it.
Yeah, you had this massive love for your car, like so much love that it was just a pain in the butt. I was nervous to sit in this car because before I got into the car, I had to make sure that I was clean and there wasn't any dirt on the bottom of my shoes. And that's super difficult because, you know, you walk around, there's dirt on the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah, but you wouldn't tread mud into your car, would you?
Not deliberately, but accidents happen, right?
So basically, I had to monitor her. I had to monitor everyone. It's not easy being OCD.
And he'd wash his own car. That was like one of your favorite pastimes.
I only washed it twice actually. Back then I still worked at TVB, so basically the car had to be driven into the landfill every day. So it was a totally, completely dust-ridden, a really dirty road. And I remember really clearly the first time I washed my car, wow. I don't think I'd washed a car in 15, 20 years. So it took me 45 minutes to wash. Within 2 days, the car was covered in dirt.
Yeah, because on the way
It's a
to
pain
work,
in the neck.
You took really good care of your car.
Yeah.
Whether it was the interior, the exterior, or even the engine.
In all fairness, I look after all my stuff,
True.
including my wife and son.
Yes, that I agree with.
But besides looking after the outside and the cleanliness of the car, I think most importantly is the engine, because that's what keeps the car moving. It sounds very common sense, but some people don't really think about it too much. So to make sure the engine was well looked after, like brand new, I used Esso Synergy Supreme Plus premium fuel.
Because the fuel reduces the deposits in your engine by 50% and it keeps your engine running smooth, so your engine's like new every single day.
For as long as you have it, before you sell it.
That's true. Moving on to his next car and his next love.
Yeah. I'm not sure the next one's really a massive love, but totally practical. One for the family.
One for the team. I know this really cute cafe near Typo. We should go there.
Sounds good.
So, the funny story behind this car was, I was in New York with my girlfriends. Mr. Chan calls me up and says, hey, I tried out this new car. It's pretty good. 2 days later, oh, I bought the new car. It's like, what?
Old stock, heavily discounted. What can you do?
Think about it first.
I did. I thought for 2 days.
So his perfect excuse was basically, oh, we're about to start a family soon and I think we need a family car that's more practical so I can drive you and our parents around. And if we have kids, bear in mind, this was 3 years before we even got married.
2.
I don't know, 3, 2.
2.
Whatever.
You need to plan ahead.
A lot ahead. But this car is more practical though.
Our first family car. So it's very important and it holds a very special place in my heart.
Apparently not that special because you just said that it's not a massive love for this car though. You're such a liar.
It looked after me and my pregnant wife and my son.
It did.
Whether you're driving or if you're a passenger, this car more practical.
Practicality is super important, but another important thing for me is when you get out of the car, you don't have to break your back or hit your head. Here. See?
Having hastily bought this car, I admit, I don't think I regretted it at all because it's our first family car. I remember last year, was it last year?
Yeah.
Year before last year. Driving you to see the doctor every month, picking up from work in this car, and driving you to work in this car. So in that respect, the importance of this car is much more significant than that one.
So basically, we were in this car 90% of the time, every time we needed to go out,
Yeah.
go somewhere.
Lunch, see friends,
yeah,
work.
when I was pregnant with Damon. Because it's just more comfortable, like you can sit up, so your belly wasn't kind of like, you know, poking up your ribs.
Your baby, you mean?
Well, yeah, my baby. Damon wasn't. And we actually checked into the hospital in this
Yeah.
car as well. So that's kind of memorable for us.
Totally. It's always going to have a very special place in my heart because it's looked after our family.
It made our parents really happy when he bought it because they were like, yeah, finally, we don't have to climb out from the back. Yay! That was kind of funny.
Comfy, practical, family. Back to the first car.
You don't want to leave this car, do you?
My first car ever.
It's like going back to when he was younger. Fresher.
10 years younger. So much has changed. I got married. I had myself a little baby son. I sold my car. I bought another car.
And another car and another car. Oh my god.
Okay. Enough talking.
It's gonna go for a spin.
See ya.